Democrats' fake outrage that President Trump used his own channel to communicate with Ukraine. I'll remind my friends on the other side of the aisle that our first president, George Washington, directed his own diplomatic channels to secure a treaty with Great Britain.
The Washington Post was quick to fact-check the House Intel Committee's ranking Republican member, writing, quote, "No, Devin Nunes, Trump in 2019 is not like George Washington in 1794. They go on to point out that our first president sought, quote, "a deal on behalf of U.S. interests, the interest being not getting into a war," while the current inquiry is, quote, "looking into whether Trump was trying to negotiate a deal not for U.S. interests, but for his own political gain." As Democrats have tried to build their case, it has occurred to a whole bunch of people who have watched this week's hearings that some of the most emotional testimony, some of the most eloquent and patriotic testimony has come from immigrants to this country who have sacrificed for our country and consider it an honor to serve our country.
My service is an expression of gratitude.
I'm grateful.
I take great pride for all that this country has given to me and to my family.
I decided I wanted to spend my life serving this nation and gave my family refuge from authoritarian oppression.
I'm an American by choice, having become a citizen in 2002. I was born in the northeast of England, in the same region that George Washington's ancestors came from. Both my region and my family have deep ties to the United States.
My father fled the Soviets before ultimately finding refuge in the United States. My mother's family escaped the USSR after the Bolshevik Revolution, and she grew up stateless in Nazi Germany before also eventually making her way to the United States.
When my father was 47 years old, he left behind his entire life and the only home he had ever known to start over in the United States so his 3 sons could have a better and safer lives.
Years later, I can say with confidence that this country has offered me opportunities I never would have had in England.
My personal history gave me both deep gratitude towards the United States and great empathy for others, like the Ukrainian people who want to be free.
Everyone immigrated to the United States at some point in their family history. And this is what, for me, really does make America great.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.